Adding polynomials. When we add polynomials, we combine the terms that are alike together. Like terms are going to be ones for which the exponents on the variable are identical. Looking at example A, I can see that I've got 5x squared and 2x squared here. Those will be combined together. I also have a negative x and a negative 3x. Those will be combined together. And then I've got a plus 1 and a minus 4. Those will be combined together. That 2x cubed doesn't match up with anything, so it'll stay on its own. So 2x cubed. Looking at my second terms, I've got a positive 5x squared and a positive 2x squared. Combining those together, we get plus 7x squared. For my third term, I have minus x and minus 3x. That's minus 4x. And then plus 1 minus 4, that gives me a minus 3. Another way that we can think about doing this is to line up the terms that match. So I'm going to take the terms in example B from the second set of parentheses and match them up in their proper spaces. So let's see. I'm going to put, I'll write the first polynomial on its own here, 8x squared minus z. And then looking at that second polynomial, I've got a minus 2z squared. See, I lined it up where I've got the squared terms together. I've got a plus z, and then I have a plus 6 that's kind of over on its own. Now I'm going to add these two together. I'll have 4z cubed. 8 minus 2 is 6 plus 6z squared. I've got a positive z and a negative z, so that's just going to zero out. And on the end there, I've got a plus 6. So this is my final answer. Subtracting polynomials is the same, but we have to remember that that negative sign that we see between the two polynomials needs to be distributed to every item that's here. So sometimes what folks do is they'll change this into an addition problem. Let's see, if I distribute the negative sign to all of these items, I'll end up with minus 4x cubed plus 6x squared plus x and minus 7. And when I do that, I can now change this into an addition problem. Let's see, we've got two terms that are cubed. A negative 7x cubed minus 4x cubed, that's going to end up being negative 11x cubed. Then I have two terms that are squared. A negative 7x squared plus 6x squared is a minus x squared. There's a 6x and a x, so 6 plus 1 is plus 7x. And then for our constant terms, we have a minus 2 and a minus 7, so that's minus 9. So this is our final answer. For example B, let's do the same thing, but let's maybe do this a little differently. I'm going to write 6w squared plus 24w plus 24. I'm going to write the first term. And then as I look at the second polynomial, I'm going to change the sign of everything and change this to an addition problem. So this is going to change to a minus 3w squared, and that'll be a plus 6w. Oops, up here I had wrote an x and that should have been a w. And then we'll have a minus 3. Again, I'm distributing this negative sign to all three of these terms. That negative's multiplying by each of them. And then I'm going to now add these. I'm changing this into an addition problem. 6w squared minus 3w squared is 3w squared. 24w plus 6w will give me a 30w. And then 24 minus 3 is plus 21.